Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. For those who have not subscribed to it, I would strongly recommend. Today I'm ready with yet another update, not just for the TR to PR pathway. I have got hold of the new update whatsoever is going on under Federal Skilled Worker Program. At the same time, Canadian government is actually like the Immigration Department would be coming up with a full-fledged plan to update you what exactly they are looking at to achieve the target of 411,000 immigrants, like the landed immigrants. So that will be done by February 11th, and I'll keep you posted through my channel. So don't forget to subscribe. I'm ready with the poll update. I have conducted it day before, and I'll be doing it regular basis. So this is exactly what we have received, that 30% of the candidate are still under the IG stream. So you're not the only one in case if you're still in the first hour. So that's really a good news. And the latest update here for the applicants, whosoever has applied under various stream, I'll be talking a little more in detail after this. So 30% are still in between 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Those who actually has received AOR, and this is a mixed response where candidate even have not received anything. When I say anything, they even not able to link up the application, especially for the candidates who have applied around 12:30 p.m. on May 6th. So yeah, you're not the only one. Secondly, 38% of the candidate has agreed that they have applied under stream B and they have received the AOR. Again, few of the candidate haven't received anything, so I did not add that uh, in my poll. And the thirdly, of course, 11% has applied under stream A. As you know that the very less number of candidates were under French stream and stream A, so this is justifiable. And 12% of the candidates actually have received the eCOPR, and have got the timeline also, so I'll be talking in detail today. And then PR card, of course, 9% of the candidates have received the PR card. Before I dive into our TR to PR pathway, let me just give you an overview what would be the objective of doing a proper announcement like the immigration levels. This has never has happened that they are so open and they are going to talk about it, but it will be announced on February 11th. So what is the agenda here? So the announcement will contain the Canada's immigration targets like 411,000 in 2022, and of course for an upcoming 2 more years. So usually it's on 3 year basis, like 3 year plans, and that's exactly it says that next 2 years. So whatever the target they are looking, or in case if they are coming up with any new launch or new program, we definitely talk about. But however, as I discussed in my previous video, the agenda at this point of time is to clear the backlog for under Federal Skilled Worker Program CEC. And so this would be the prime objective, and you can always go through this link. I will share the link in the description box below. So basically just to give you an overview what exactly would be the target, how they're going to achieve it, what all steps would be taken up. So there would be mixed things gonna come up, so I will talk about you through my channel. Now this is the latest update under express entry. So this is the second draw. The first was on January 5th, I have discussed in my video, and the second one is yesterday. So where the IRCC again has invited PNP category. So it's actually back to back. We are expecting draws under PNP category only. So they have invited 1036. So if you see the last score was, the cutoff was actually I'll just cover it here. It was 808 on January 5th. And as you know that if you have the PNP, you will straight away get additional 600 points to the total of 1200. So that's really good. A lot of provinces, including Alberta, has come up with draws ever since the beginning of this year. So Toronto has conducted it, and Alberta has come up with also yesterday, and then BC also has done that. So this is a regular affair for PNP. So for those who have applied under PNP, it's a good news. I have covered few of the videos how you can apply for it, and if you want, I can give you more information through my channel. So there is always an eligibility criteria. You need to have a particular profession under the specific NOC and all that stuff. So it's a combination of lot of things. All right, so yesterday was at 745. That was a benchmark. So yeah, you can always go through it, and I will share the link in the description box below for your reference. Now, get back to TR to PR pathway. So under this program, it's the latest update. What we have is temporary application would allow you. like a lot of you actually got the temporary number, and I've discussed in my previous video also, this is not a guarantee that you will be able to link up the application. Now this would actually allow you to raise web forms and all that stuff, and this is of course a good sign. Reason being is that now your application is going to get through evaluated by the visa officer, so you just hold on tight, wait for maybe a week or so, and then you should be able to get an update from your visa officer, like whosoever has been assigned. So at this point of time, the assignment has not been done, which means that the visa officer has not actually picked up your file. You just got the temporary file number. Okay. I hope that clears. All right. Under the IG stream, there have been a little improvement that now the cases has started moving till towards 2 o'clock, like 2 a.m. On May 7th. So earlier we were getting it in between 12 to 12:05 a.m. of May 7th. Now it's between 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. of May 7th. And then stream A, stream B, same. It's almost like towards the bottom. Now, moving on to our first timeline, Swapnil Gate, he has shared his case, and it's on to the right side if you see. He's applied on May 6th, 5:32 p.m., and he was able to link up the application on December 12th. Although not everybody is getting the AOR right before the link up process, but he got it on December 9th, and thereafter the PR confirmation email was done, and then he got the eCOPR that was day before. Thank you so very much for sharing your timeline. For those who have not subscribed to my channel, I would highly recommend, and do share your timeline. This would help a lot of you out here. Another timeline is of Sahib. Now, Sahib has actually applied under IG stream again, and this is at 11 2 p.m. Eastern time zone. So this is again a close call where there are candidates who are able to link up the application also, but in this case he's got the biometric and PCC request from IRCC. That was 2 days ago, and then he done the biometric and submitted the PCC. I've already covered the questions related to PCC. However, if you still have it, just try to do it very quickly here. PCC has to be valid at the time of application. If you've already submitted that, you don't have to get it again, even if it IRCC asks you. So you can always send the expired copy of your PCC, provided you have submitted the original one earlier at the time of case filing, or even might have raised the web form with that. Moving on to another timeline is of Iskale. He has applied under healthcare stream, and it was on July 29th at 10:30 a.m. So he was able to link up the application and got the ADR for police clearance certificate, and then IMM 5669. So at this point of time, the basic ADR what IRCC is asking for your PCC or your pay stubs or IMM 5669. In the middle of November, they were actually asking for RCMP fingerprints, but in last 2 weeks I haven't seen even a single case where RCMP fingerprints has been asked. So you don't have to worry about that. Again, you don't have to proactively do that. If IRCC is asking you, just try to proceed during that time only. Okay, he got the portal request, and then the information related to photograph and everything is being uploaded, and then he's just waiting for the eCOPR. Okay. Now the timeline is of Kaleesi. Now this candidate has applied under IG stream with spouse. Now a lot of you still had confusion about the Outland Spouse also. So I've tried to cover that case along with the French for your, it will be in upcoming slides now. So Kaleesi has applied on May 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern time zone. Now he linked up the application and then got the ghost update also. Then the documents which actually were required was again pay stubs, as I said in my earlier. So he got the ghost updates. There were a couple of them, but the main one was like where under the portal he saw that we received the documents and they are in review. So majority of you will likely to get this update under the ghost one, like under your portal, sorry. Then he got the PR confirmation portal for both principal applicant and spouse. So usually this confirmation would be directed or addressed to the principal applicant account only, like his email address would be the one where IRCC visa officer would send an email. Sometimes you might experience that with your spouse, so just keep an eye and you can submit it in one go from one email address. That should be the principal applicant. Don't do it from your spouse, like for both of you has to be through main applicant. Then he got the eCOPR, and then PR card was linked. After that he received the PR card for the principal applicant and for the spouse. That was 3 days ago. So this is like, from ECOPR to PR card, it usually take, a month. Like usually it's like 3 to 6 weeks time period. Now timeline under, yeah, this is the timeline like May 7th at 2 a.m. Eastern time zone. So again, not lot much has been done in this case. It's just that this candidate was able to link up the application and he got the AOR. That's it. Now, Dhruv, with Outland Spouse, so this is I was referring to. He has applied on May 6th. So he got the PCC for spouse first. So he submitted it within 10 days time period because sometimes it does take time in getting it processed. And especially during COVID, this may take a little more than expected. And then he got the re-medical request for the spouse. And again, the spouse was in India. The PR confirmation and then photo was uploaded. That was within a couple of days. And there was a request of PPR. That's a passport request for the spouse. So he got that and it was done through VFS. I've already covered the process, how you actually can go about it in my previous video. Like I've added the heading on like as a bookmark onto the main video, so you can always look for how to go about the passport application, especially when there's a PPR. You can do it through VFS. That's a global one. So he got the ECO PR that was on January 19th, and spouse is in India right now. So the passport are there on the way for the stamping. So once it is done, then definitely spouse would be here in Canada. And yeah, okay. Now, timeline under IG stream. So he has applied on May 6th at 10:21 p.m. Eastern time zone. There was a request for police clearance certificate and payment receipt. Very rare amount of cases would get the request for payment receipt where visa officer just wanted to reconfirm that yes, it's been done. And then he was able to link up the application within 2 days of receiving the request for PCC. Usually you will be able to get the AOR and link up thing on one day, but there could be a gap, so you don't have to worry about that, why this is not happening and all that stuff. It's just a matter of time. So yeah. Okay, timeline of site. So this applicant is applied at 6:55 p.m. Eastern time zone, and there was a BIL, and of course there was an ADR. My apologies for the spelling here. It's not O, it's D. So ADR for police clearance certificate from Sydney. So wherever you have stayed for more than 6 months time, IRCC would ask you to provide the PCC. In cases where you have not been able to submit at the time of application, you need to do it. Either you can do it after linking up the application or just wait for your turn. You will be asked to do that. In this case, the candidate was able to get the PCC done and then got the PR portal confirmation, and then address were uploaded and photograph was done. So today only the ECOPR was received. Moving on to another timeline is Harmanpreet. Now he's applied under stream A. So he's applied on June 21st and medicals were passed November 19. Got everything like AOR, ADR and then PR confirmation portal. Now he's got the ECOPR on January 20th. So if you see, he started getting the update on November 19th, and it took him little more time than that. Like if you see, it usually take 2 weeks time or maybe like 3, but because of holidays it has pushed to January 20th. So you could be in the same scenario, and not to forget, he has applied under stream A. So it's just a matter of time, or it's around the corner, so it can be any time. Now this applicant is applied at 8:40 p.m. Eastern time zone, got the BIL request by IRCC that was on October 27th. Now he got the link up thing and then the ADR for police clearance certificate. Now he uploaded the police clearance certificate in his GCK portal and then got the confirmation also, like the PR confirmation portal, and thereafter he got the PR credentials and photographs. So this is actually a basic process how it happens step by step. And thereafter, interesting thing is that uploaded his photograph and updated his address on January 7th, and then he did a follow-up email on January 17th. I did not mention the date here, but I remember the case now. So it was on January 17th, and the very next day he was able to get the ECOPR. So there is no harm in politely asking for your PR confirmation in case if it has exceeded the time limit. So what do you think is that if you receive the PR confirmation portal and it's been more than 10 days, I would say just take a 10 days as a time period. So in case if you have not received anything, you can simply ask through your portal about the update. So that's just a trick. It may work for you, but it's not going to reject your case. Okay. All right. So another timeline. Now, this candidate has applied under French stream on August 21st. Now, Reza has received the AOR that was today. So January 20th. So now applicant has already moved out of Quebec because while he has applied, he was in Quebec. So he just got a place in Toronto. Also, in case if you are still like physically present in Quebec right now and you haven't received AOR, don't need to worry about. IRCC would simply ask you, like, just when they sent you the AOR, they probably would ask you for your proof, and that proof of your address and photograph would be at the time of PR confirmation portal. So you again have to start preparing, like start making up the plan for Toronto or Calgary or wherever you want to stay. Just get the address detail or open a bank account there. So bank account will always give you an address. So, the copy of bank card or the address that's strong enough to prove that yes, you are physically present in that particular province. Just make sure that you are out of Quebec, so your case would not get into any kind of a mess because of the silly reason. Okay, another timeline is this applicant has applied at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time zone under stream B. His application was linked and medicals were approved, and then he got the AOR also. Now, there was a first ADR on October 30th, and then there was a second ADR related to the form. So sometimes visa officer may ask you to submit the required document maybe 2 times or even 3 times or even 4 times. That's very normal. So you don't have to be afraid of the fact that why is it happening. This is very normal. So in this case, he has reassessed the documents. It's been identified there were a couple of mistakes out there, so he just wanted to verify from the candidate. So candidate has submitted it, and thereafter you can see that December 22nd and then on January 10th, not to forget about the holidays, he got the PR portal request, and then on January 19th, that was yesterday, he got the ECOPR. So visa office is Calgary. Another Calgary's case. This candidate has applied under stream B under NOC 7242 industrial electrician. Now he has got the link up thing and then got the ADR for police clearance certificate that was on December 20. Now he got the AOR also on December 23rd, and then the PR confirmation portal on January 10th, and then January 11th and so on. Now yesterday only he got the ECOPR. So if you see from January 10th to January 19th, it does take 9 days time period in total in getting the ECOPR. So usually this is a time period when you get the PR confirmation portal, you're supposed to get the ECOPR within 10 days time. So this is very normal. There could be a case where you might get it in within 5 days, or there could be a case where you might get it in 2 weeks. So it varies from case to case also. And not to forget about the visa officer, whosoever has been assigned to assess your application. Okay. Stream B case, May 22nd. He has not received any AOR, but yes, he was able to link up the application that was yesterday. So there is no doubt that he is likely to get the AOR maybe tomorrow on Friday or maybe the beginning of next week. Okay. Another timeline of Kuljit under stream B. Now she has applied on May 11th and got the biometric, and then AOR was done on December 11th. Got the ECOPR that was yesterday. Now applicant has made innumerable mistakes, right, in IMM 5669. So what she did is that she sent in web form. She raised a web form before the receipt of AOR. Now, it was clearly mentioned that IRCC would not accept any unsolicited document, but you can certainly do it as a backup plan. And once she received the AOR, she was able to do it again. So there's no harm in redoing the thing. It's your PR application. So yeah. And that's the reason she was not even asked for any ADR. So usually what happens, you can save a lot of time if you have submitted the web form, like you have raised the web form after the receipt of AOR, or even before that. IRCC would not ask you to get the ADR, and you are, taking a lot of time in preparing for the document, and then sending it back to IRCC, and they are again going to reassess your application, and then again they come up with the, confirmation, or things like that. So it's better to do it proactively if any mistakes is there, so that you should be able to get the PR confirmation portal before sorry, PR card before that. I hope this video has been little help to you, and in case if you have any question, you can always write back to me. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, but also you can add your timelines with it. You can go under a community so that you can see what all can applicants has their mind, what exactly is going on. So you can also do use it use this as a platform, to one-on-one discussion with applicants out there. So there shouldn't be any problem. You might be experiencing the same issue what somebody had, and they got it through. So this is a really nice platform that ways. And I'll come up with another video on TR to PR pathway and federal skilled worker program very soon. Till then, take care and stay safe, guys.